over 100 years, the Templars concealed their activities, fading into the background until they were little known and little remembered. However, they did not cease to keep a firm grip on Britain. All the time they were planning, regrouping, and infiltrating positions of power in all corners of the kingdom. In 1717, the Templars made their reappearance in Europe. They had grown in both number and strength, and were now ready to coin a new identity, free from their reputation of the past, and given credibility by none other than the monarchy and aristocracy of England. And the name they chose for themselves was a name that would be known by many, but understood by a few. This new name, the Freemasons. New identity and the grandeur of its members afforded the Masons with respect and dignity. The first royal member of the Freemasons was Frederick, Prince of Wales. The latest members include Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh, and consort to the current Queen of England, Elizabeth II, who herself is a grand patron to the Masons. However, behind closed doors, the Freemasons were free to indulge in the secret rites and rituals handed down to them by their ancestors, and these became the basis of their levels of membership, called degrees.
My name is Leo Lion Zagami. I'm now 37, soon to be 38, born the 5th of March 1970, from an English-Scottish mother and a Sicilian father, both of aristocratic origin. One represents the Di Gregorio family of Sicily, which is an ancient aristocratic family connected to the Sacred Roman Empire, while instead my mother is a Lion family member of the Scottish Lion family, which is also the family of the Queen Mother of England, connected to the Queen. So basically I was born within an aristocratic background. For that reason it was possible for me from an early age to enter what is the world of the elite and what you know as the Illuminati, that are still existing today in various forms and different disguises and different names. But mainly they work for a pyramid of power that ends up in Jerusalem and Rome, and that represents both the Vatican and the Zionist establishment, together united to perform what they would like to be the New World Order, which is the result of their prophetic upbringing into this end-of-time scenario in which they see as a final result the kingdom of God. Now the kingdom of God perceived by the dark Illuminati, as I call them, because we have also Illuminati that are truly illuminated by God, and then we have the corrupt Illuminati, the evil forms of corruption that came into being, and at that point to regain power, which they did, they unleashed a series of agents around all these secret societies of the time, and they also established and helped establish the Illuminati Order of Weishaupt, which saw within their members some very illustrious characters, like for example Napoleon, who was initiated himself by Cagliostro, Giuseppe Balsamo, when he was a young lieutenant coming from Corsica.
Voilà ce que nous devons dire aux foules. Nous adorons Dieu, mais c'est le Dieu qui s'adore sans superstition. À toi, souverain grand instructeur général, nous disons ceci, que tu peux répéter aux frères des 32e, 31e et 30e degrés. La religion maçonnique devrait être maintenue, pour nous tous initiés de haut degré, dans la pureté de la doctrine luciférienne. Si Lucifer n'était pas Dieu, Adonai, dont les actions prouvent sa cruauté, sa perfidie, sa haine pour l'homme, sa barbarie et sa répulsion pour la science, l'aurait-il calomnié avec ses prêtres? Oui, Lucifer est Dieu, et malheureusement Adonai est aussi Dieu, par la loi éternelle, selon laquelle il n'y a pas de lumière sans ombre, de beauté sans laideur, de blanc sans noir. L'absolu peut seulement exister comme deux divinités. L'obscurité étant nécessaire à la lumière pour lui servir de contraste, comme le piédestal est nécessaire à la statue et le frein à la locomotive. La doctrine du satanisme est une hérésie, et la véritable et pure religion philosophique est la foi en Lucifer, l'égal de Adonai. Mais Lucifer, Dieu de lumière et Dieu du bien, lutte pour l'humanité contre Adonai, le Dieu des ténèbres et démons.
Well, definitely my experience in Freemasonry, I was initiated on the 13th of April 1993 by Prince Aliata di Monreale in the Order of the Sword and the Eagle. I soon joined the Supreme Council of the 33 Degree. As an aristocrat, I got initiated by a family friend, somebody who was close for many centuries. Their family, the Aliata family in Sicily, is close to the Di Gregorio family. So this, for aristocrats actually passing on high degrees or masterships within Masonic orders is not so unusual. In America is unusual. In fact, a lot of viewers from America, when they see me talking about the Duke of Kent, the Marquis of Northampton, or the Prince in Italy, or the Prince of Monaco, whatever, being in charge of orders, Masonic things, they kind of tend to say, but it's not really how we've been brought up in America, because here Freemasonry is a common thing for everybody. First of all, Freemasonry in America is not for everybody, because there's been a lot of racism, and that's why Prince Hall Freemasonry is born. That's why in the year 2008 we're probably going to have the first Freemason from Prince Hall Masonry to become the President of the United States, which is a 32-degree member, which is Barack Obama. Barack Obama.